Wait for everything to catch up. It says it started live streaming. Let's see how big a lag it is. Hey David. I was seeing how much lag I got. Not too bad. I actually have a topic, so give everybody a chance to get in here. How's things in y'all's neck of the woods? Where are you at again, David? You're up north somewhere, right? And you're in Sasquatch is in Tennessee, and I don't know where Rachel's from. Diggers is either Georgia or Alabama, right? Mel Dog's in Oklahoma. There you go. There was nothing close to me. I was like close, Diggers. Who's in Alabama then? Right on the Alabama-Georgia line. Who is doing it? Somebody outdoors. Anyhow, been absent from yeah, I was in the right country. Dang. I just got a notification that Steve had commented on a video I put up that 40 in May or whatever. I think, let's see, was this April, May? It was that part of the video was shot a few weeks back, and it was 40 degrees here in May. It was cold. March, April, March, right? March. It was March. It was the last part of March. I'm counting backwards on my calendar, y'all. Bear with me. The missus saved me from that debacle. Let's see if I can get the pop-out chat to work. It's easier for me to read it. And I can put it like in front of the camera, and it makes it look like I'm talking. I'm actually looking at y'all and talking. Sorta. Good deal. I'm coming, I guess, going to wherever it's got to go and coming back to me, it's got a pretty decent lag. That's a lot of people that live up north. Nothing against the New England area. But, you know, like New Jersey, Maine, New York, even Pennsylvania, Virginia, all around over in there. You know, I know that's not all New England, but dude, y'all all fit in one half of my state. People say, "Oh, you're in Texas. I'm in Texas too," and like that Seamus something or other last night in the chat. He's from West Texas. I'm from West Texas. He's 600 and something miles from me. Cool. You looking for a farm there and that's what this live stream is actually about. You looking for something in there in Tennessee or Kentucky area or what? Hey Courtney, where you sneaking in? That's a good place. I've been through Kentucky a few times, Kentucky, Tennessee, and it's pretty. The part I went through had a bunch of those horse ranches. What they call them, ranches over there? Farms? Horse farms? Whatever. Anyway, they were pretty. It looked like acre upon acre of manicured lawn, but it was from the horses. If I may riff here. Refugee. Huh. We did all the looking around about, where to live in case there was apocalypse. And we actually gave some thought to the Ozarks and stuff. Blue Ridge, several of them places like that. But the downside to it is they're so close to populated areas. And everybody thinks about them when they think about going to the hills. When people drive through our part of the world, they're like, man, how can people live here? And without electricity, it's real hard. So, people just go pass this place by. My sister lives in Oregon. I think she's fixing to move back to Texas too. Hey Phil, John. Trying. Hey. Oklahoma. Well, it's like, actually, it's kind of weird. There's no, I mean, I got groundwater, but I'm half a day's hike from live streams, from water in any direction. You might have to dodge a few bullets to get to them, but I'm there. But I've been having a lot of people come on to my older videos, the ones where I was actually going out and doing with my chickens and everything. And people been, I got a lot of thumbs down on some of them. Got a lot of views on those videos. I guess I can go back to making chicken videos. But mostly I think it's people who are upset because I'm not showing the actual pus come out of the bumblefoot and stuff, and I really don't feel like showing that. It's the single most disturbing part of the entire procedure. I can deal with the blood and everything, but then you get all that other stuff squirting out on your hands, on your wife's leg. It's disgusting. I'm not in this to make shock videos. Didn't get into this for the views. I started making some videos to try to, share what I knew with people. And, I kind of deliberately tried to keep all of my, all of the gore, if you will, off my videos. I mean, you don't need to see me dismember the bird after I've pulled its head off and plucked it and everything else. You know, I would not mind doing a butchering video, but you know, it'd get flagged. Rabbits are easy to clean too, and rabbits are a pain in the butt for all you people talking rabbits right now. They're worse than chickens, 10 times worse than chickens, because you can't free range rabbits. You can't let rabbits out in an enclosure. You turn your back on that rabbit, he's going to lickety split, dig right under there, and he's gone. You don't have a rabbit no more. So you're constantly cleaning hutches. You're constantly trying to figure out something to do with all the little marbles that take forever to compost down. They stink. I mean, you've got to clean them a couple times. You know, their hutches a couple times a week, or it gets really foul. I mean, you can get used to the smell, but people that don't have the rabbits aren't. Let's put it that way. Yeah, you can let them rearrange once, Ryan. That's right. We've had rabbits a few times. I'm not just talking out my butt. We've tried the rabbit thing. Hey, you want to get some more rabbits?
No.
Okay, there you go. All we got to do to keep the chickens from having babies is take up the eggs. We can't even successfully do that. We've been trying to keep the chickens from having babies for 6 months, and we got chickens of all different ages running around all over the place out there. It's just not that easy to do. And see, we had plenty of wild rabbits, which they'll raise themselves, unless you have a terrier mix who is proficient at eliminating rabbits. And we have one of those. You've seen him in some of the videos. His name's Hyde. He is a rabbit killing fool. If he'd do the same with rats, I'd buy a mistake. But rabbits are easier. So. Well, it's not the rooster that does it, it's the hens. They actually go through a biological shift. Their body temperature goes from, 95, 90 something. Low 90s, it climbs to, they actually get a fever. Their body temperature goes to 99.9. And they have a strong urge to set on round objects until fuzzy things come out of them, and then they walk away. 32, that's a good number. Wish we had 32 chickens. 32 chickens would be cool, huh? We only have 1 million? How many we got? I don't even know now. I give up on the count. Somewhere between 70 and 100 chickens out there. Yeah, somewhere between 70 and 100 chickens. Maybe between 60, maybe.
We've got over 100 chickens.
We've got over 100 chickens. We got over 100 chickens, never mind. Yeah, we got over 100 chickens. It's a lot of work. But for all you people who are thinking about doing this homesteading, small farm, self-sufficiency thing, my goat is in the county area licking asphalt. But anyway, animals have brains. They're not vegetables. You can't plant them and watch them grow from one spot. Anyway, there are things that chickens need. And as the owner of the chickens, responsible party for the chickens, whatever you want to call it, as you, you need to be aware that you have to provide these things. And these things are a full-time deal. And those of you who are headed for, trying to do a self-sufficiency type thing on them, one want to be self-sufficient and this, that, and everything else. Chickens need food, shelter, water, and medical care. Okay? Can you provide without the aid of your local feed store, G-Bo's, Tractor Supply, any of them places like that, Walmart, can you supply them with the food they need? And all just let them run around out in the yard and eat whatever they find. That works fine. But if you're not going to feed them, they'll go somewhere else. They'll range further and further and further, thereby getting further and further and further away from where you want them to be, which is where you have provided them shelter and protection. And they get eaten or hurt. Our chickens are 100% free range animals. They have we ever measure that? Was it like 60 by 70 or something like that enclosure? It's a big old enclosure. And then we have 2 hen houses. We let them pick where they sleep. And then we open, that's to keep them safe at night. That's not to keep them pinned up. That's to keep them safe at night. And then we have a doggy door for them to get out and just go do whatever they want to do. They still want their food in the morning and in the evening. We probably feed them more than they need to. Our goal is to actually be able to raise our own chicken feed. And that's going to take, enough chicken feed for 100 chickens for 12 months. And you have to grow that in 4 months. Or, well, you do wheat in the off time. Wheat or oats or whatever. But that's a lot of grain. It doesn't have to be corn. You can do Milo. That's what we're going to try is Milo. We're going to try to do Milo and see if we can grow enough Milo to feed the chickens. Enough to keep them coming back to the hen house to lay. And we feed our chickens table scraps and all that good stuff. that doesn't hurt. As a matter of fact, all the stuff going on with my mother-in-law and stuff, we've been having to be gone. We had a bunch of hens go brooding, and we couldn't get to them every day to take the eggs from them. So every other day, you don't notice anything the first 24 hours an egg's been under a chicken. You can get away with it. Doesn't bother me to eat an egg that's been under a chicken for 48 hours. But when you crack one that's been under there 72 hours, it's evident that there's something becoming an animal in there. And while I'll scramble them up and eat them, you might not want to do that. So, the chickens got boiled eggs today. How many did you boil, baby?
I just did 10 dozen.
10. The chickens ate 10 dozen boiled eggs today, and they still hungry. That's 100 chickens. When's the last time you boiled 10 dozen eggs just so you could mash them up with a potato masher to feed back to your chickens?
Not too good again tomorrow.
Ever go do it again tomorrow? That's, I mean, what we're getting 50 eggs a day? Or more. 60. I got 62 the other day. Anyway.
Well, I got 50 yesterday, and Steve said he got like 15.
So that's 65. That's 65 eggs in one day. It's like chickens ain't got nothing better to do than lay butt nuggets all over the place. Well, after we just gotta be careful for the next 2-3 weeks. And that's something else. Yeah, in case y'all don't know, after you pull the rooster off the hens, the next 2 weeks worth of eggs are still fertile. Just so you know. Yeah, cannibalism, making them eat their babies. It's pretty, and that's something else you gotta watch about chickens. The hens, when they go broody and they set, you got to put them somewhere away from the other chickens, because those other hens will watch. And while that hen's sitting on them eggs, that first baby that hatches out, if it gets too far out from under that hen, them other chickens will snatch that baby out there, drag it off, kill it, tear it to shreds and eat it. They'll kill the whole hatch. That's why hens go away from the rest and try to go broody somewhere else. It's because the other hens will kill and eat their babies. Yard birds are mean, but okay, shelter. Do you have the ability to shelter your birds the way they need to be sheltered? Now, I see people saying that they got their chickens and they're all ready for their little homestead project and stuff, and they're rocking this little 4 foot by 2 foot by 3 foot building. They got 6 birds trying to live in there. That would be like a 6-member family trying to live in an RV. You all fit, but somebody's going to get their head bit off. Okay? They need room. Medical care. How many of y'all people know what bumblefoot is? Let me see the answers. Hey, Chipper in here. I didn't see who all's in here. I ain't been paying any attention. T-Bor, Rachel, Chipper, Sasquatch, Trying, Leland. Anyway. Bumblefoot is something free-range chickens are going to get. They're going to get on a regular basis. I think I got 4 hens out there right now that I've got to do bumblefoot to. How about, can you amputate a broken digit? Can you go out, are you physically, psychologically, emotionally ready to take a pair of wire cutters to a bird's foot, cut one of his fingers off, toes, whatever they are, to save that bird's life? You got it in you. Little critters like peppercorn in there. You raise it from a baby only to find out it turns into a rooster. It's never going to lay you an egg. Do you have the ability to pull its head off and turn it into chicken spaghetti? That's being self-sufficient. Can you grow the food? Can you shelter the animal? Can you supply water to the animal? Can you offer the animal protection? The bird? Can you offer the animal? And whatever it is, goats, rabbits, guinea pigs, which are not a bad meat animal. They're easier than rabbits, except for they're getting sick and dying real easy part. Yeah. Can you slaughter an animal you've raised from an egg? More Chipper, you've been doing it a while. You cheat. I was actually quite upset when Toes was hanging in the tree. I understand why. I'm just saying. That was my buddy. I had to change my picture on here because it was a picture of me feeding the chickens with Toes sitting on my shoulder just hanging out. But you know what? We ate him. Quail. People thought, well, I'm going to get me some quail and throw in the bunch. Yep. Quail are worse than rabbits. I want to do some quail, but I'm not anywhere close to set up. Your quail has to have a bottom, sides, and a top. You have to have an isolation gate where you can get into the quail's enclosure, close yourself up behind them, and then step into the rest of it so you don't lose birds every time you open the door. Quail can fly. And they're sneaky, and they're fast. And see, we tried homesteading once before, and the whole killing an animal you raised, that didn't work out too good for us, but I think we're past that now. I need to go kill a black goat. I am quite literally at odds with myself about putting this animal down just to put him in the freezer. He's annoying. He makes me angry. He's rough on the other goats. He's never going to get any bigger. He does me no good. He just eats my feed. Now, he's eating some weeds right now. I'll give him that. But, you know, tough as I talk, I mean, going out there and grabbing a set of horns and throwing a leg over the back of this goat, pulling up and slicing his throat. It's a hard thing to do. And this is my buddy. I feed him out of my hand. Just listed all the reasons why. Let's see, what did you list here? They step on a thorn, cactus sticker, piece of glass, because they're constantly scratching. They do the scratchy thing or whatever. And it doesn't have to be much. I mean, it starts out a nick, and the thorn doesn't have to stay in there. I mean, just a hole. Just a little speck of bacteria, you know, a little bacteria gets in there and it starts growing. And it forms a cyst in the foot. Well, Jeff, let me tell you, this is how you learn about chickens. You go down and you buy some. And then as the need arises, you Google it. What's the name of that? My Backyard Chicken?
Yeah.
My Backyard Chicken. That is one, they know way more than I do. All this stuff on here. Yeah, I learned most of it from My Backyard Chicken. I was raised raising chickens. Yeah, he will. Okay, Virginia. Hey, Backwood Law. We're in here getting educated, or I'm trying to educate people on chickens. I don't know how I'm doing about it. And that's something else on Miss Nina, Southern Arkansas Homestead. She is a nice lady. She had to protect her flock. Granted, she didn't get them all protected, but the perpetrator was apprehended. and shall not be a problem for anybody else's flock. Are you ready, set, go on something like that? We're talking the neighbor's poodle, their comfort animal, your comfort animal. Okay? If you got chickens, your dog's job is to protect those chickens. My cat sleeps with the chickens. Well, actually, Leland's cat sleeps with the chickens. Because, well, she uses their chicken feed for bait for sparrows, but that's got sneaky. The dog sleeps by the chickens. And she spends all her waking and sleeping hours doing a perimeter check on the chicken yard. And she's always busting up the goats playing. But it doesn't matter. Chicken makes a noise, goat makes a noise, duck makes a noise. She is right there behind them to see what's chasing them. That's the kind of dog you need. Good night, Tron. Have a good night. Get some sleep. God bless. Well, I don't know what you need to, if your 12 gauge shotgun's comforting you, you can name it Spot, I guess. But, Achilles said. What if Sasquatch, not you, but the other ones, the ones that live in the woods, what if they're actually just moonshiners that wear ghillie suits and never wash them? What if they're real? I believe in Bigfoot. Just saying, y'all can ridicule me all you want to. I'm sorry. Blame Bob Gillum. The dude convinced me they're real. Yeah. Yeah, Squatch in a ghillie suit with a shotty. Did you see the video of the Sasquatch in the trees chunking a freaking, it was like a 40-foot tall sapling? I mean, like 4 inches round at the bottom. Just chunked it at some windmill crew or something. I ain't never seen one, but I ain't dumb enough to live where they're pissed off at people. That's one of those things. If you have a 500-pound gorilla living in the woods with you, where does he poop? Anywhere he wants to. He can have the couch. I don't care. I'm not going to shoot at him. I mean, how long does it take for a 500-pound gorilla to die when you shoot him? I'm just saying. Yeah, Survivor Man believes in it. I mean, he quit his day job. That's what he's doing. He's trying to prove Sasquatch. Anyway, did we cover all the chicken stuff? I think that's all my notes said. But I've got years invested in them 100 and something birds out there. I've got the chicken yard, got the chicken houses, got the brooding pens, got the truck, which was, the first one was a total failure. I can tell you how not to build one, and I can show you how to build one. Meat chickens are completely different. Not only do you have to like buy them because you can't, meat chickens, okay, this is something important. Meat chickens do not pay. You pay $3 a piece for them as chicks. You feed them $3 worth of feed. Then you kill them. You spend an hour getting it ready to go in the pot. What do you make an hour? Okay. Minimum wage. Let's say your minimum wage is $7.20, something like that. $7.20 plus 6 is $13.20. $13.20 for a chicken to eat it? No. There you go. Meat and chickens don't make any sense. Now, if you're somewhere where you can get them cheaper than that. Now, if you go into Tractor Supply and they got a bunch of them meat birds that nobody wanted, and they've got, you know, they got them marked down, 50 cents a bird. Find the manager and say, hey, you've got 80 of those birds left. You want 50 cents a piece. That's $40. I'll give you 30 for every bird in there. He'll give you the birds. Then you've got 30 birds that you can afford to feed and slaughter, and they'll be cheaper than you can get them at the grocery store. They'll be healthier, they'll be better, they'll actually have a little bit of a life. Don't wait too long or they cripple themselves from their own body weight. And that's something else. Your roosters, you have to leave them alone. As soon as you find out that the rooster you want is a rooster, no more social interaction with him. You don't want him thinking you're a chicken. You want him thinking you're a human that can pull his head off if he misbehaves. Swamp Squatch, what's up? Got all kinds of squatches in here now. Okay, famous West S move. My coffee cup's empty. Do y'all want to see, before I leave, I'm going to give y'all the opportunity to answer. Do y'all want to see Peppercorn? I'll bring her back. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I'll be right back. I quit. Told myself I wasn't going to raise another one of these in the house. That's worked out real well for me so far. Oh, Peppercorn. You're a little better behaved than Nugget was, you know that? You want to run around the floor for a minute? Don't get stepped on. I'm gonna put down on the floor. Don't you poop on my floor. Good. I hate chickens. Can't stand these things. You gonna get off my hand or not? No? Do you want down or not? Okay. Oh, well, that's one way to do it. There, you sit in my lap. Now be quiet. You're making too much noise. There's peppercorn. You gotta be pretty. This better be pretty annoying. Yeah, this one's gonna be underfoot all the time, isn't it? Do not. What are you typing? Oh, you're not big enough to push the keys down. I thought you wanted in the floor. That's not the floor. Anyway, and this, you got these things, come on, that you fall in love with that may and may not wind up getting eaten by a coyote or a fox or shredded by dogs or whatever. Yeah, you're a pullet. You want to know a trick? I'll show you a trick. You see the wing feathers? See the wing feathers? See how they're all flat? They're flat across there. And you're just getting these other little feathers right there. And there's no tail feathers. Get in the floor. I don't even like this. Go on. Go eat some. Go find a spider or something. That is what? That's my support chicken though. The last chicken I registered as my support chicken got ate by a daggum coyote. Which another coyote was up in the yard this morning, but there was a bunch of trees between me and it, and I think I killed all the trees. Pretty sure I killed all. I know I killed that last tree. Hurt it bad anyway. But I didn't stop shooting until he was out of sight. So maybe I got enough in his tailbone he won't come back. If she comes to her name, what's she need a leash for? I kept leading and squeezing, but it's like I'd see bark fly every time I'd pull the trigger. I shooting through that window right there. Oh. Take her to town at the. I've seen people with leash. I ain't gonna leash train those daggone chickens. Peppercorn, go do something. You always want another thing. I let you out of the thing, and now you don't want to do nothing. Just sit there and look at my foot. Make a chicken stroller. Or I could just slowly introduce her to the rest of the flock, so she'll habitate with them. Unlike the other doofwad that wanted to hang out in the back by my door. Take it to Chick-fil-A for a visit. Oh, stand out, go outside with a little sign. Chicken lives matter. Hang a little plastic M60 on her chest or whatever. Places like this is why chickens need the Second Amendment. Chicken Tifa uniform out. Peppercorn, they're trying to make you into a superhero. Chicken is tasty, and there's some hens out there that we've had a while. They're fixing to become fried chicken. We're having chicken spaghetti tonight, thanks to a, I believe it was a Leghorn Dominic or Cross. Delicious. Hey, Dad. Dad on YouTube. I'm doing a completely non-biased live stream about chickens. And you said nothing about pew pews one time. Oh man, yeah, I did too. Sorry. Oh, never mind. That's the one thing that is killing me about this diet is no chicken and rice. I love chicken and rice, man. I can make me some chicken and rice. I could make me some chicken and dumplings if I wanted to eat them all by myself. But this no carbs thing is killing me. See, I could have the steak. I just can't have the rice. I was fixing to have to go up another size in jeans. And now I'm fixing to have to go, and this is 4 weeks in. 4 weeks in, I'm fixing to have to go down a size. I drug my, whatever. Anyway, I had to drag out, I pulled my old jeans out. The ones I hadn't been able to fit into in a while. I laundered them a while ago. See if I can get into them. And this keto diet is doing one thing for sure and for certain. I have lost enough weight that my bug out bag, I made up my bug out bag weight. I literally took the weight of my bug out bag off my midsection. And I'm still going. We've got olive eggers and Easter eggers here. And we got some cross chickens. We got those baby blue eggs. We got pink eggs. We have camel color eggs, which are my favorite. We have the chocolate looking egg. We have the glossy green eggs and the glossy blue eggs. And we have the white eggs and brown eggs and that one that changes color. Like it's brown on one end and then it goes to pink on the other end. And we have a duck. We let the ducks get all jicky with each other, and one of the ducks that hatched out that started laying, she's laying a green egg. It's the same color as well, Leland, you know Dirt, the little Easter egg or whatever, the color her egg is, the greenish blue or whatever, that's the same color that duck egg is. Yeah, Americanas. We have people request eggs by color because they think they taste different. What is the green one supposed to taste best?
For Ralph, yeah.
Yeah, Ralph wants the green ones. Me personally, I like the ones that are clear and then have yellow in the middle. Just joking. Camel eggs. Hold on. Y'all gonna make me do it again?
Right.
Why can't you jump up? I can't find the chicken. We may have boiled them all. Hey, there's a person walking. Go get her. Where are you at, chicken? I have dark blue carpet that's speckledy. And I put a dark speckledy chicken on the carpet. Yeah, I don't know where he is. You want to see something cool? You want to go shopping at Tractor Supply? Got the mail order catalog right here. From 1967. Blue Book tractor parts. It's kind of falling apart, but it's kind of cool. They got a riding mower in here for $300. They got a welder right here. Let's see what the welder is. 180 amp wire, no, welder. $104.50. $99.75 for a Victor torch set. Oh, I lied. $378 for a tractor.
One of these.
There. You good at this. Oh. I don't know if the color's gonna come out, guys. The camel. That one's the brown, or the reddish and brown camel one. And this one is olive with brown spots. That's really the big. Can y'all see that? Hold on, let me check the camera. I'm gonna move over to the camera real quick. Let's see what I can see. Oh, come on. Ooh. It's not gonna focus on it.
Too dark.
I'll do a video thingamajigger. Hold on, let me turn the light. Oh, my eyes. Oh.
And so take a picture or something.
Well, I'll put some pictures of them up.
And you can show them the different size.
Oh, yeah.
From teeny tiny to huge.
And then we have, these are the little fanny chickens that we have, which are cool, but they're useless. Nice looking egg, eh? Oh, wait, there it is. Then we have real chickens. This chicken does this to us every other day. There's, her record to date is three yolks in one egg. I'm hoping she'll do the one where it's got the egg in the egg, but she hasn't done that for us yet. That would hurt, man. This, hold on. This is a normal grade A large. Well, I don't know about the grade, but this is a large egg. There you go. Ow. Thank you, babe. Oh, and there's a fairy egg in there too, unless you boiled it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's my life. We do. We're more concerned with eggs than anything else. You know, she does it all the time. I wish I knew which one it was, so which chicken did that egg, so I could isolate her. And then all the eggs that come out normal, go ahead and hatch those off, because then, you know, that's a thing. It's a genetic thing. Then I would have chickens that laid huge eggs, and then I could sell 6 eggs for the price of a dozen. And you think about it. They're ergonomic eggs. Because crack, 2 eggs over easy by cracking 1 egg. It's a thing. Could be a thing. Could be onto something. I could do that. But Who's going to hold 100 chickens while I color their butt? How do you come up with 100 different colors? I believe it's one of my orange hens. Good luck on that, Dad. But, and that's something else. I mean, talking about the eggs and the color and stuff, you can watch them. And if the eggs start coming out with, if the texture of the shell is rough, like there's actually stuff on the outside or whatever, they're picking up too much calcium. And that's a good indicator. And if there's too much calcium in the bird's diet, it can actually cause them to get like arthritis and stuff. Now, if their shell's too thin, like if they crack real easy or whatever, then they're not enough calcium.
If they're all thankfully, they're stressed.
Yeah, you hold the chicken if I spray. I'm not going to spray paint the chicken's butt, Leyland. It's not going to happen. And I don't think that's going to help me. What? I'm supposed to, okay, the green chicken butt laid a normal egg. Next chicken. I don't know how that would work. And actually, we've, what's that purple spray stuff? What's that blue stuff? Is it blue or purple? That we put on the chickens when they're biting on each other and stuff. Anyway, it's a purple spray. We spray paint chickens with it all the time. But, anyway, yeah. As the whole gist of this thing was that, you know, be aware that you got to know more than you think you got to know. And even if you think you know everything, you still don't know nothing. Even if you go buy like our chickens got sick and we ran down, we bought some chicken antibiotics. And we started feeding them and the chickens weren't getting better. And then, so we started researching it and come to find out the antibiotic we need to fix what was wrong with the chickens, you have to have a prescription for. They won't sell it over the counter. I'm sure we could get it in fish stuff or whatever. Yeah, the more you learn, the less you know, because then you're like, oh, well, if that's true, then this over here is causing this over here. And y'all want to experience joy? Check to see if your hen is egg bound. Not going to get real descriptive, but it requires a finger in the part of the chicken y'all are talking about painting. And you got to be careful which direction you check. And then you got to do all this other stuff if they are egg bound. And if you don't get it right, they die. Slow and painful, agonizing death. They die in labor. It's harsh. We actually saved 2 chickens from it and lost another one to it. Yes. Only think about it, to that chicken, it ain't no smaller. That's, you know, lost 1 Colombian to it. They'll be about to lay the egg, and something spooks them or something like that, and they clamp up, and it starts to spasm, and instead of the egg going ahead and going out, it spasms it's the wrong way. And the muscles to the rear of the egg are still spazzing instead of relaxing. And the muscles over the egg, they're like, the whole thing's going, because it's a tube. It doesn't just go boink at the top and squirt the egg out. It's got to work the egg out. And when they get egg bound, it's squeezing both sides at the same time instead of going in the order it's supposed to. And you have to get it all relaxed and make everything flow again. It's basically, after you figure out what's going on, it's a massage. You have to massage the chicken. I'm not a pro at it. I just, listen to the instructions off of Google and do it. And there in a minute, the chicken will calm down. You put them down and they'll walk off and they'll crap an egg. And then usually they come off of laying eggs for a day or two. But, yeah. Basically, Rachel, you got to calm them down. You got to make them stop trying to lay the egg so they can lay the egg. Yeah, Digger, you talking about international? Or, I was reading that. What happened? I don't know if they can or not. I'll say jigs. Oh, okay. I've never messed with Oller. I've driven Case. I've driven the old Internationals. And John Deere. And an Alice. Chalmers. And Ford. I'm not at all fond of Internationals. I don't know, but I've run New Holland stuff. I like New Holland stuff, but I think it's just Ford. Anyway, how long we been running this, man? Hour and 3 minutes. This, I hope, makes up for me being too tired to have the after show last night. If you don't want the penknife, Gypsy, you can send it to me. Hey, Leland, tell me about that knife you found of LD's. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'll look down so I can do this. Mail call. Remember when I called Squirrel in the live chat? See, that's the deal. See, y'all should listen when they're doing those things. Because it's been 2 months ago. She was doing the whole derailing thing. Sippy was derailing him. And they got started talking about spirit animals. And she said, and I quote, my spirit animal is the squirrel. Or is a squirrel. And took me a minute to remember that. But this, yes, Leland, you can have it. Calm down. Here you go, boy. Here you go, son. This is for you. Come get it. I got 3 of them. I'm going to put one on my truck, one on my wife's car, and one on Kirsten's car. I'm just joking. If I put one on those cars, I'll get shot. I'm going to put it on my truck, though. I'm gonna put my back glass on my truck. I'm gonna put stickers all the way around it. I decided I'm gonna sticker my truck. It's like, I mean, I got it in the mail quick. Now, tomorrow I'm gonna try to get Lee. You gonna be around tomorrow? Yeah, that little. I forget what it's called. That's where you pop it up and you flip it out and the blade locks. You snap it together. BA did a video on one, and you know the fact that you know different places used to give them or whatever. And anyway, I just thought it was cool that you found one. Where is that other thing?
Bubble wrap has a bucket in it.
Bubble wrap. Oh,
Where's your donate button?
my donate button. I you have to go to my page and there's a deal up there that says help out or whatever on the little corner. There's a PayPal. That's all I got. I got to be 1,000 subscribers before I can do all that. Get supported and stuff. The only thing I got is the PayPal thing. That's it.
Lee said maybe Tuesday.
Okay, bud. Now I don't get the super chat until I get 1,000 subs. Hell, I wish. And I'm working at it. If I can ever get caught up with chores, remember to drag out a camera when I'm doing chores and make videos of it instead of just doing them and going, oh, I should have videoed that. What did I do? Did I give you your daddy's lighter? Well, no, I didn't lose it already. I took it out and put it somewhere safe. I'll just have to remember where that was. My wife's dad was a World War II vet. And we found the cigarette lighter he carried forever. Just like this one. Except it's had LDB on it. The man's name was LD. The parents didn't give their kids names. They just gave them initials. CB, LD, stuff like that. It was I know where it is. I'm not gonna get up away from the computer again.
Right where you left it.
Thank you. My wife knows me. Let me get this up. I want to make sure I can see this. I don't know if you can make that out or not. Maybe back here, can you see it in my face? He carried it a while. It needs some fixing, but it ain't gonna get it. The spring's a little loose. The hinge. Still got a flint. Oh, no, it doesn't have flint. The wheel turns. I turned it the other day. But that's what's gonna get put up. I wish I'd have got to meet this man. I have yet to hear anybody say anything bad about him. Alright, everybody gonna leave. I need to get out of here too. Yeah, let's everybody hit the like button. I like that idea. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope y'all got something out of it. But Go into it slow on the chickens, because you can wind up like us. We didn't buy most of those. What? Well, a third of those chickens are out there. People gave us.
Probably.
They were like, we got in over our head. And I was like, okay. I am nearly to 500, ain't I? I'll tell you what, y'all spread the word. I'll come up with a giveaway. Something cool. I'll make something cool. I will make something cool. And I will give it away at 500. 500 subs, I will give something away that's cool. I'm not going to give y'all a chicken because I already checked to see what it cost to overnight that thing to somebody, and that ain't happening. Oh, and besides, I can't mail it now. It's too old or something. All right, Al. And, you know, I was actually, we were talking about this the other day in, I've actually thought about doing a Sunday early afternoon live stream, kind of like a church thing. And then doing something like this. I don't want to live stream everybody to pieces. I like doing the after show. The after show is fun. Get on there and just chat and rehash what we were talking about before we had to get out of the podcast with BA. Now that's something else. My schedule needs to get back on track. It's missing all the lives, the podcasts and stuff. It's getting old. And those of y'all that I'm subscribed to, apologize right now. I'm way behind on everybody's videos. There's just not enough hours in the day anymore, seems like. And the sun stays up longer now. So, anyway. Love y'all people. Y'all be blessed. And I mean be blessed by God. Stay alive. Don't die. Love somebody. Respect other people. And if you can do something, do it. If you can say something good, say something good. It ain't gonna kill you. And to steal a line from Sippy, complacency kills. Okay? We don't just sit in the corner and comply. Alright? Be better than that. Love all you people. Y'all have a good night. Heck, have a good week. Good life. Good forever. Love y'all.